From peacekeeping missions in war-torn nations to coordinating global health responses during pandemics, the United Nations stands at the center of almost every major global crisis. But in an increasingly polarized and unpredictable world, is the UN still effective? Or has it become a symbolic institution struggling to stay relevant? In this video, we'll explore the role of the United Nations in global crises, its strengths, its limitations, and its future. Founded in 1945 after the devastation of World War II, the United Nations was created to maintain international peace and security, promote human rights, and foster social and economic development. Founded in 1945 after the devastation of World War II, the United Nations was created to maintain international peace and security, promote human rights, and foster social and economic development. The UN is composed of various bodies: the Security Council, the General Assembly, the International Court of Justice, and dozens of agencies like the WHO, UNICEF, and the World Food Programme. But what happens when the world's problems don't follow diplomatic protocols? The UN's most visible role in crises is its peacekeeping missions, over 70 operations since its founding. But peacekeeping isn't as simple as sending troops. Let's talk about some successes, like Liberia or Sierra Leone, where peacekeeping helped disarm factions and rebuild institutions. But now let's look at failures. The 1994 Rwandan genocide, the Srebrenica massacre, the ongoing stalemate in Syria. Why did the UN fail to act in time? Beyond conflict, the UN plays a massive role in humanitarian aid. The World Food Programme feeds over 100 million people a year. UNHCR supports refugees fleeing conflict zones. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the UN coordinated vaccine distribution through COVAX. Mixed results, but it was one of the few global efforts to bridge the gap between rich and poor countries. In natural disasters, tsunamis, earthquakes, famine, the UN often coordinates rapid response, but coordination delays, funding shortfalls, and political restrictions frequently undermine effectiveness. Now, let's talk about politics, specifically the Security Council. The 5 permanent members have veto power. That means any one of them can block resolutions, even in dire crises. Examples? Russia vetoed resolutions on Ukraine. The US has blocked actions on Israel-Palestine. China often vetoes statements on human rights in Xinjiang. This paralyzes the UN in moments when decisive action is needed. Critics argue the Security Council is outdated, a relic of post-World War II power dynamics. Not all global crises involve bombs and bullets. The UN also tackles climate change, development, and health. The Sustainable Development Goals, 17 goals from eliminating poverty to combating climate change, are a roadmap for the world. Ambitious, yes, but measurable. The UNFCCC manages global climate agreements. COP summits happen under UN guidance. But are they doing enough? With growing nationalism and reduced funding from key nations, can the UN still lead these long-term global efforts? The UN is often criticized for bureaucracy, inefficiency, and a lack of enforcement power. Peacekeepers have been accused of abuse. Corruption scandals have damaged trust. So what needs to change? Some proposals include reforming the Security Council, increasing accountability, giving more power to the General Assembly, introducing new funding models, empowering regional UN offices, and of course, amplifying the voices of youth and civil society. The United Nations remains the world's most ambitious experiment in global cooperation. It has saved millions of lives, but also failed millions more. The question isn't just, is the UN effective? It's, how can we make it better? Because in an era of global pandemics, climate emergencies, and growing conflicts, we can't afford to go it alone. What do you think about the UN's role in today's world? Should it be reformed, replaced, strengthened? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video insightful, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's passionate about global justice. See you in the next one.